What's up? It's Bruce, another episode of The Screen Sniper, and today we're talking about Season 1, Episode 7 of Westworld. Wow, that was a very good episode. I want to get right to 3 takeaways of the episode. So, briefly, the episode covered us pretty much not knowing where Elsie is at this point, William hooking up with Dolores. Good job, William. Also, Teresa being brought on by the board to aid in pushing Ford out as a blood sacrifice. And ultimately us finding out that Ford is a little more calculating than we even previously thought, taking Teresa out. And all of this culminated in us finding out of all the theories that have been going around so far, Bernard is a host. Let's give it up for Bernard. Played that beautifully, Bernard. Give it up for Bernard. Look, I know in one of the previous episodes I used a thumbnail using a Battlestar Galactica Cylon helmet. I made a joke about that, but this show really does parallel a lot with Battlestar Galactica, and that's part of the 3 takeaways I have. Battlestar Galactica fans would know that what I mean by that is that you spend a lot of time guessing who is real and who's not. And when I say real, I mean who's a host and who's human, as in Battlestar Galactica. You spent your time second guessing who was a Cylon amongst the fleet. So just jumping right into the 3 takeaways from episode 7, this show has turned a corner where now people will definitely, even though people have been hanging on to the dialogue and the behavior of some of the characters, the theories that maybe some of the people we thought were humans being actual hosts were just fan theories. The show never explicitly implied that they were hosts, so that was pretty much all of us just coming up with these theories. But with the revelation that Bernard is a host, which kind of points back to the episode before where Maeve's intelligence was pushed up and her perception, it seems that Bernard is a host of high intelligence and of high perception. That's why he's so good at his job at being able to manipulate behaviors and do diagnostics on them. So these hosts are extremely intelligent. But going back to the point, people will definitely hang on the dialogue and the behaviors a lot more. You're gonna be thinking like, is this person a host? It's really gonna ramp up more theories and cause a bigger witch hunt for the hosts throughout the show. It's a good thing because it kind of adds an extra layer of things to watch in the future of the show. So I like the fact that the big bombshell so far has been Bernard being the host. Like I said, there was a lot of theories on that, and it's definitely confirmed that he is a host, and that was a great reveal. But it also gets me to point number 2. Is Ford evil, or is he a man of self-preservation? Because he spoke about the board coming after him before. He told Teresa, this is not the first time, and he said that, hey, I'm gonna have to offer up a blood sacrifice. Same thing the board member told Teresa. And unfortunately for her, she finds out 2 seconds before she dies. Sorry, Teresa, but things happen. In the future, we're gonna watch more of Ford's behavior. Is he actually an evil monster? Is he that weird or eccentric? Or is he just trying to preserve himself and what's going on? The stakes might be much higher than we know. It may not just be about the part. Someone may have attempted to take his life in the past. We don't know. Teresa did ask a question if he actually killed Arnold back in the day, and he asked Bernard, he was like, oh, were you here back around that time? So we really don't have a definitive answer. It's kind of implied, but we really don't know if he is the one who killed Arnold or Arnold killed himself. All of this gets to my 3rd takeaway from season 1 episode 7, and that is sort of going back to what I was saying before, paralleling this with Battlestar Galactica. Are we gonna have a storyline where we question the humanity of the host? Are we going to be led to believe that the hosts have a real consciousness, or that they may possibly have a semblance of a soul or something? We know that William has pretty much fallen for Dolores or something going on there, and she appears to have emotions that seem to be outside of what her programming was. So is it just good programming, or is there something else behind that? And there's talk about finding the center of the maze and finding yourself and ultimately being free. So we don't know if that's gonna play a part in, like, what is this maze, like the fairy who makes Pinocchio a real boy? I mean, I think we'll find out later on. I do wonder if that's going to be an extra layer to the storyline, if we question the actual humanity of the Hulk. And that was a good thing in Battlestar Galactica series. And I mean, I know I'm comparing those two a lot, but there's a lot to compare there. But let me know what you all think in the comments below or on Twitter at The Screen Sniper. If you like any of this video, make sure that you thumbs up this video, subscribe to the channel. Like I said, follow me on The Screen Sniper. I'll be posting random stuff from this show and a few other shows that I'll be covering. But that's it for now. Tune into the next video so you can see what I have in my sights. Peace.